When drumming, do you find yourself unable to keep up? Having trouble banging with friends? Do you have any idea what a hand drum is?
Hi YouTube, I'm Yanko, and this is the Goyo Bolin drumming YouTube channel. Goyo is recording right now, so I'm gonna be your video master, sure, whatever. How to hold a drum. This is our complete drumming basics for dummies video. When you're starting out drumming, you probably want to hold the drum like this. Just cross your legs if you want, hold it in between your legs, keep it off the floor. That is important. All of the air movement, the sound comes out of the bottom of the drum. You want to make sure it's off the floor. Once you are comfortable drumming this way, another way to do it is to just sit, whether you're on the floor, on a chair, couch, whatever, and sit with it across your lap. You want it to sit. I'm right hand dominant, so I let it sit off to my left. It makes it easiest that way. If you're left hand dominant, you'll want to set it off to your right. Alright guys, next thing I'm going to go over is the basic anatomy of a drum. Super simple. You have your wooden shell. It's bell shaped on most djembes. Bottom, it's where all your airflow is. It's where your sound's going to travel from. It's always important to keep it off the ground when you're drumming, or else you're not going to get any sound. Don't keep it covered up at all. The top of your drum, typically a goat skin head, and it's held down tight over the shell with these ropes. We'll show you later how to use the ropes to tune the drum. And just to show, this is a different kind of drum. That is a djembe. This is a doumbek. Typically a metal drum of some kind, has a plastic head, tuned by screws. Alright guys, hitting the drum. There's a way to do it, there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. There's a lot of sounds you can make with a drum, especially a djembe. We're going to show you the right ways to do it. You got what's considered the doom, the low sound, the tek, your high sound on the rim, and you can deaden the drum and make all sorts of sounds in between. So now I'm going to show you the right way to hit the doom and the tek, because those are your starting point. Alright guys, so now I'm going to actually show you how to hit the drum. You got a good view of my hands, I hope, if Goyo's doing his job correctly.
Yep.
Alright, your first note is the doom. This is really located here in the middle of the drum. You want it to sound good and deep. I don't know how it sounds with this particular recording device, but
there should be enough of a difference for you to be able to determine whether you're hitting a doom or a tek.
alright, anyway, center of the drum, that's your low note. What you want to do is line up the base of your hand along the edge of the drum. Basically, your goal is your fingertips should actually be reaching just past the center of the drum, typically. Or right at the center of the drum. Typically just past, so that these real end knuckles are what's in the middle of the drum. When I'm hitting the drum, I let that part hit the back, and my fingers hit the middle, almost like it's whipping the drum. And you want your hand to bounce. Always make sure it bounces. You can't leave your hand there, or you're not going to get the proper sound. That's what you want out of it. Alright, then the next part is the tek. And if you want to be technical, there's also the ka when using the Indian drum language to explain drumming. They're the same note, the only difference is that a tek is considered to be played with the right hand ka is considered to be played with the left hand, usually. Now there's a couple different ways you can play this. One is harder on your hands than the other. I'll admit that right now. The first way, the way that's not going to be so hard on your hands, is to line up these knuckles with the edge of the drum. And this will give you a good medium range sound. Then if you want to get into a really high range sound, it's going to be a little harder on your hands, is to line these higher knuckles up with the edge of the drum and play right there. So that is your doom, tek, and ka, and that is going to be your basic hitting the drum to start off. Alright guys, I'm going to play a quick beat for you. This is called Bellady. I'm just going to show you the sound that you should be getting from the drum. It's a real simple beat. I'm going to explain it in short here, and we're going to go into it more in our next video. It's a repetitive beat over and over. It's always going to be doom doom, tekka tekka, doom, tekka tek, over and over. We'll explain it more later. For now, I'm just going to play it for you. Alright, so here it is.
That's one example of how your dooms and techs should sound in play. Again, you will see a more in-depth explanation of that beat and the structure of beats and how you should be able to how you should play them. Things to remember.
Oh, things to remember. Although playing loud is very fun, remember, precision is what you want to start with. Make it sound good before you make it sound loud. One very important reason to remember this: the harder you hit the edge of this drum, the more likely you are to bruise your hands. The more you play, the more you'll build callus, and the pain will go away.
Eventually.
Eventually. Drumming is supposed to be fun. Don't let yourself get aggravated about it. We're going to show you how to do a lot of things. Anytime you ever have a problem with it, just remember practice makes perfect. And, don't get upset. It's supposed to be therapeutic.
Absolutely. I don't know. What would I have liked to know when I first started drumming? The most important thing is just to have fun. Yep.
All right. Keep on drumming, YouTube. We'll see you in the next video.